it's Josh again. I'm gonna take you around the shop. Let's take a look at what's going on this week. Got a lot of different cars and vehicle builds going on, system builds, so let's go check it out. We have a 913 Porsche system, a turnkey system from Electric GT. And right now this is the rear battery. It's more or less fully assembled with its drive unit and its subframe. So this all just gets dropped in and mounted in the rear of the vehicle. Here you kind of see the mount for the high voltage junction box. We have a few different options since we know there are different configurations of Porsche vehicles. There's like the 911, 912, but also there's variations in the configuration between year to year. So the junction box mount actually has different variations depending on the type of vehicle you have. So throughout the whole system, when we first get your order in place, we actually ask you, what type of configuration you have, even ask to take pictures, and we make sure that we fit the design and the system for your vehicle. So here we have one of our new generation 413 battery boxes. This is actually a 12 module battery box. So right now you're seeing the first layer of 6 modules. These are 4S battery modules, so there's 4 cells in series. So right now this is in the middle of the build. We're placing the batteries. There's what we call thermal pads to help absorb that heat into the chill plate just for better efficiency. Right now we'll get this dropped in and then we're gonna start working on wiring harnesses for these. So the next step here is basically to get each one of those individual cells tapped into our wire harness so we can take proper readings, proper voltage readings, and basically assess the safety of the cells as they're being utilized in the vehicle. So this is the technician workstation here. This is where a lot of the detail work gets done on harness building. You can see we have a bunch of wires and connectors, a connector bin labeled over here so they know exactly where everything's located. They get their pinout sheets on their laptop. They bring those up so they know exactly what wire to run to what pin, what terminal, and they assemble the whole harness, test it, quality check it, and then once we're done over here with it, before we loom it up, that's when you go to the bench. We quality check it there, we'll pull test and we'll check the crimps, and then we'll loom it up and beautify it, and then it's ready to ship. Of our Thunderbird vehicle build. This one's actually coming along really nice. We're at the back end of this system right now. Yesterday, we actually just put about a good 60 miles on it. Still see we can probably get another good 40 or 50 miles out of it. Got a good range out of it, even with the weight and the added weight of the batteries for this vehicle. But everything is flushing out really well on this car right now. Got to do some cosmetic touch up, get it nice and clean, do some final testing on it and calibration, and I think this one's about ready to go. So here's the FJ62. So this one actually got a good amount of mileage, probably about 500 miles in the past week. So we're putting on a lot of drive time, a lot of testing on it just to work out any bugs. The last thing that we ran into was a little heater issue. So the heater wasn't turning on when we were commanding it to turn on. So one of our technicians is currently working on it. Should be a quick turn issue, hopefully. So this thing in the next couple days should be out back on the road and almost back to the client.